What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So Terra Luna Classic is absolutely skyrocketing right now, and we know for the reason why it's doing it. So I wanted to get into the detail of CZ's response. He put out a tweet saying what he's going to do, and this is why everything's really taking off, because people are like, hey, the burns are going to happen and all of this stuff. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a reality check to where you can understand what the burns will actually be by the end of the year, by the end of the next 5 years or 10 years, how long it will take to burn off the entire supply, all of that. Now, this is all saying if the volume and the price stays constant, which we understand the price will increase as time goes on, which will prolong that however many years it takes to play out for every scenario, right? It's not just going to be this scenario, but any single scenario that I have here. So I'm going to have the comparison for if they decided to burn 1.2% on all transactions, and this is just at a base minimum of $500 million worth of volume, which is low compared to what we are seeing in the past month. And it's also looking at the price where it currently is at 0.003 or 0.0003. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, let people know that I have this video out here, that I'm going to explain this, because I think it's necessary to understand what is going to happen here, because it's not all sunshines, rainbows, unicorns, daisies, and all the other types of sparkly treasures. It's not that in what we're seeing here. There's a positive side to things and a negative side of things, and I want to make sure that everybody hears and sees this completely the way that it is, right? Now, we don't know his full intentions behind it, and we're not going to sit here and assume that his intentions are always going to be negative. They're more towards his business. It's his business, right? So I just wanted to put that out there, that this is not a Debbie Downer video. This is more of a reality check video. It's amazing to see that this is out there, but it is more of a reality check. So I want to make that known to not make it seem like I'm fudding the entire thing, right? So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out my Patreon if you guys want more educational content and all that stuff. Go check out the Patreon. Don't forget about my other channels, guys. I have a golf channel that I really do love to record for. So if you guys want to subscribe to that and just join me on that, we will do more there. Also, one more thing, there are people in the comment section that are trying to pretend to be me. And there's also scammers that say, hey, Mary can make you $20,000 in a day. Don't pay attention to those. I'm so close to just completely getting away from the comment section. If the YouTube algorithm it wasn't 100% for the comments, I would have taken it away a long time ago, because the comment section is ridiculous and how many scammers there are. I try to ban words, and the words just don't go through the right way. But anyways, you guys are here for a different situation. We're 3 minutes in and we haven't talked about it yet. So what we're talking about is CZ Binance. So CZ Binance put out this tweet that I retweeted. Instead, we have decided to begin burning all trading fees collected on Lunic/BUSD and Lunic/USDT spot and margin trading pairs on Binance. Fees will be converted to Lunic, then sent to the burn address. The burn is paid at our expense, not the users. Now, this is interesting because I'll say that, yes, it is paid at their expense, because they do always charge the fee. The fee was supposed to be there no matter what. But it is at our expense still, because we're still going to be paying that fee. However, it is at their expense, so it's kind of a happy medium in between. That expense is only 0.1% of the overall transaction that you do. So every transaction, 0.1% there, and sometimes maybe even a little bit less, right? So if you have that go through, we're going to look at it at a 0.1% level. What will that burn off in an entire year, in a day? How much will that compare to the 1.2% if they decided to implement it? What's the purpose of doing this? Well, in my opinion, I think the sole purpose of doing this is for his business. It's to bring more users over and say, look, we're charging a fee, they're charging a fee, except our fee is going towards burning Terra Luna Classic, and their fee is going to their pockets. That's what he's trying to play here. Bring more people over to Binance, bring more liquidity, more users, and hold those people. That's what I believe that's for. Now, is it a bad thing that he's doing this burn? No, it's great that the burn is happening. People are excited about it and saying, hey, this is going to burn off quicker than we think. But this is what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how long it will take to actually burn off this amount of coins. So I did put something into works here, into a spreadsheet, which I will retweet or I will tweet out. But if we look at the Binance burn here, we have total 1.2% burn. This is at a 500 million in volume, $500 million in volume. How much the burn will be, right, including the burn percentage. And we have the 1.2 total. We have the 1.2 with 25% of the holders, like if they did the opt-in option. And then the 0.1%, 0.1% of the fee that's going to be burned, right? So if we go through this, we're going to see that if we look at column C, how much will be burned? We're going to see 6 million in the total amount, 1.5 million and 25%, and then 0.1% will be around $500,000 out of 1 day's activity. Now, if we go to the price, we have the price at 0.0003. If we look at the daily burn and how much that will be, it will be 20 billion over here with the total amount, 5 billion with 25% of holders, and 1.6 billion with 0.1% of the holders. If we look at the monthly volume, 600 billion, 150 billion, 50 billion in total. Then we look at the yearly, and this will burn over the amount that we have in total, 1.8 trillion. Or 600 billion. You're probably saying 600 billion is better than nothing, but understand that they could do so much more. We love the 1.2% burn. 90%, 99% of the community supports the 1.2% burn, especially when you look at Terra Station and how much we do support it. So why not implement something like that and know that we can burn it off faster, even if we could see 25%. This is where a lot of the speculation comes into play, saying that CZ saw how many people were willing to vote or opt into the 25%, knowing that they would have to implement the 1.2% for at least 25% of holders. That's where it ends up getting into a huge issue and a huge debate. Because if they had to implement that for the 25% of holders or whoever decided to opt in, that's where you're like, oh, well, this can actually hit. We can actually hit this goal. This goal is obtainable. A goal that I thought was not obtainable is actually obtainable because the community is coming together and we see how they're rallying together to get this implemented. And there's also another thing that's saying, well, the opt-in feature didn't work to where they wanted to bring everybody over to their platform. But then now they have this feature where they're looking to bring people over to their platform for less of a burn percentage and have it prolong this overall years to burn. Now, if we look at the amount of time it will take for each of these to burn, we're going to look at less than a year for this, assuming that the volume and the price doesn't change, which it will, right? The volume may go up, the price may go up, and we may end up seeing it stay flat. So that's why I keep it flat. But let's say it's a year, somewhere between a year and 2 years. Then we see this between 4 to 5 years. We're probably going to see this between 11 to maybe 15 years to where this does take off with the 0.1% burn. This is the reality that we have to set in, and we have to understand that it's not enough. I hate to be that person to say, hey, it's not enough, but it's not. We asked for a 1.2% burn. We don't want it to play out for 11 years. We want it to take less time because interest may end up dissipating by that time. So that's why I'm making this video. It's not being negative in any way. It's about making you guys understand that this is not the end, right? KuCoin still holds some power. You have Gate.io that still holds some power. You have BTC Turk that still holds some power, right? You have a lot of different exchanges that do hold power. If we can find a way to get the top 20 exchanges to agree to the 1.2%, then, we have kind of Binance in a stranglehold here and they have to implement the 1.2%. They basically have the whole entire community on a stranglehold, and they're thinking that just doing this will silence people. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are like, hey, this is the move. This looks amazing. This will burn off so much, but it's going to burn off 600 billion in a matter of a year. May sound amazing, but it could be so much more with just a little bit more of a percentage. And we're not asking them to take their fee and not include the burn tax, right? They can literally do 1.1% and take another 1% and include it in the fee. And now we have 1.2%. They could do that, but they're not doing that. Why are they not doing that? Because it's just not beneficial to their exchange. They feel as though every other exchange will have the same sort of output or same sort of benefits that they have. So there's no reason for anybody to go from KuCoin to Binance or from Gate.io to Binance. It's about people being on that platform, trading on that platform, and implementing the 1.2% burn tax. So take all of that information that you see with a grain of salt. It's not only about the 0.1%. This is a win, a big win, but it's the same thing. It's actually worse than what we would have had at 25%, of holders. So, and I would imagine the reason why he's doing that is because he saw how much potential it had to get to 25% of the amount of holders on Binance. And he was just like, you know what? We're deciding to do something else. So I don't know. I'm taking it as a win with an asterisk behind it, or in front of it, in both areas. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. Does this make sense? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to share this on Twitter before this video posts, or maybe a little bit after. I don't know. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. If you guys see this on Twitter, please go ahead and reshare it, retweet it, and let people know what this looks like with these fees. So, yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Patreon, definitely follow me on Patreon. Link is in the description. Don't forget to check out any of my other channels on YouTube, but I will catch you guys in the next video. This had to be said.